I'm a little late because I was trying to get my new program to run. Lessons is our word today. And yeah, I hope I'm going live. No idea if I am. Be Live just made it where you can go live on YouTube. So this is the platform I'm using. So shout out to Be Live. And it didn't work for a second, so I had to push a couple buttons. Hopefully I'm going live. I don't know if I am. So today is lessons and standby. Oh, Jessica, I was like, Jessica, thank you. I'm glad you're here. Are you on YouTube and am I live on YouTube? If you can write that in the comments, because it sent me to a link and I'm using Be Live. So I want to make sure you're watching from YouTube because I'm trying to figure out this new platform because it denied me and I'm having to do a lot of stuff on the back end. So I'm glad you're here because it did show up some stuff and then thank you. Thank you. So Be Live now is done this and I got an email this morning to try it. So anyway, so let's get to the message. Thank you, Jessica. I'm so glad you're here. Yes, saved my butt this morning because I was like, oh, I don't know if this is working. So lessons is the word today. Oh, have I had a few lessons this year. Thank you, love. I have had so many lessons this year. So I invite you to look at maybe the ones that highlight as I'm talking and through this message today, through this live. I invite you to listen, maybe open your awareness and any lessons that you have learned this year, just bring it to your awareness. I'm going to try to do this in like 10, 15 minutes, dive into a few of the lessons. I'm going to talk and walk you through these. What did we learn from these lessons? And how can we, say that again, move through them? Hello, Mitchell, glad you're here. So how can we move through these lessons, take what we need to, get the tools, put them in our toolbox, and continue moving on? I have learned many lessons this year, especially you guys have been following me for a while, know that I have had to remove, eliminate, change, trust, and go really deep within. The lessons that I have learned is always trust your gut. Number one, always trust your gut. And you guys, because I talk about my life, because my life is a teaching moment, that you can relate to some of the stuff that I have been. So I talk about myself, and then you guys can kind of fill in the blanks where this has happened in your life. When you don't listen to your gut, sometimes you learn hard lessons. And through those lessons, even though they may feel low and dark and crappy, you learn something from each one of them. You learn to stay in your truth, stand in your power, that you are infinite light. You are always light. And that we do have emotions. Hey, Terry, glad you're here. And that we always do have emotions that sometimes can set our energy off course because we're human. But when we evaluate and separate ourselves and realize this lesson, as hard as it may seem, pulls us away from who we are. And because we're so involved in the experience and the emotion of feeling separated or going through a hard time or whatever it is, a person, situation, thing, whatever. But what it should do is when you change your perspective and say, okay, I feel really separated and my emotions are really low. It's important, you guys, to take a few minutes out and say, you know what? I'm going to sit with myself. And I'm going to sit with these emotions that are making me feel lack, that are making me feel disconnected. I'm going to sit with the situation. And I'm going to come from a place, a new perspective of, I know I'm worthy. I know I am light. I know I'm love. I may not feel that right now because I am in the muck. You sit with inside of yourself, in your heart. You say, I have faith. I have faith in a higher power and in something more than myself. That all my struggles and my lessons through this earth has brought me to this moment where I have overcome things. And when you're in the middle of it, sometimes it's very hard to see it. So it's what I talked about yesterday in the video, taking a time out. Allow yourself to remove yourself from the situation and give yourself time to breathe, to evaluate the lesson, and then begin to address the emotions that you are feeling and say, I choose not to feel these. I know I'm worthy. I know that I am infinite light and love. And you fall with inside of your heart, inside of who you are. And you dig. And you dig and you dig and you dig and you find who you are and you pull it out. The power and the knowing is within inside of yourself. You just have to give yourself and allow yourself some time to sit with yourself and just be. This month, I believe the theme is being in the moment, sitting with yourself. Value and identifying any emotions that you don't want to feel in your life. And you choose to move them out. In your life, you have choices. You choose happiness. You choose sadness. Your environment is a reflection of what's in. Begin to fill up your cup. Fill up who you are. You think of good moments. Bruce says, I don't know how to do that. If you think of good moments, you think of, oh, thank you, Mitchell, thank you. You think of good moments. You think of happy times. You envision doing that again. It doesn't matter what the situation is, what brings you happiness, and put yourself in that intention and that energy and those emotions. And then that shifts, that shape shifts your reality. So it shape shifts everything. And then you're beginning to perceive that you do have control of your life. When you lose all control of your life, it's because you've lost hope and you've lost faith. But you've lost faith and hope. with inside of you. Never give up on yourself. Ever. We're in a stage in our life where there is hopeless times all around us. And there's people who are choosing to make a difference and to stand up and say, I choose better. Because I love myself enough to say I'm worthy of better. Make a choice. Evaluate your lesson. What is it teaching you? Because it's teaching you to be a stronger warrior, goddess, being, whatever word, empowerment word you want to use behind it, to be a reflection in this world. It starts with you. You and you alone can only shift your reality. Nobody can do it for you. So, tools to take away from today on how to do that. Meditate. Even if it's active meditation, active daydreaming, however meditation looks for you. Some people it's running, some people it's walking, some people it's sitting in the grass, some people it's hugging a tree, sometimes it's listening to quiet music. But giving yourself 15, 30 minutes, an hour just to be with you, because you are amazing. And then, during that time of reflection, instead of focusing your energy on the crap words, you address it and then you figure out the solution, which is, how do I want to feel right now? So I invite you, how do you want to feel right now? Love, accepted, joyful, abundance, whatever this is. And then the third thing, how do you make these emotions apply right now within inside of yourself? Turning your awareness onto something very, very positive, something that was fun, joyful. If it was your child's birthday, hearing somebody laugh, seeing animals, being with your parents, falling in love with your high school sweetheart, whatever that feeling is, you're not identifying to the situation, you are identifying to the emotion. This is shape-shifting your reality. Anytime I want to feel joy, I think about my children laughing and how that warms my heart. It starts bringing all these emotions and my heart starts overflowing. Find that one or two things to bring you back to the words that you're wanting to feel. And every time you feel like you're losing it, you need to think about those happy times. Those emotions. That's 1, 2, 3, guys. Those are tools to help you shift your reality. I love you. Jessica, thanks for being here. Mitchell, thank you for sharing. Terry, thank you for being here. And somebody who's watching that didn't say hello, thank you. Thank you for everybody who's watching on the replay. You guys hit the subscribe button. And if you haven't heard, I am going on Blue TV. Cynthia and I have a show. So if you guys haven't checked it out, it's all about you. It's here on my YouTube is some videos, and then on my Facebook page. But if you haven't tried Blue TV, you can get on your Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. So, oh, that's awesome. Mitchell, I do. I meditate every morning. So, and it really starts me off of my day. You feel better. So, Thank you guys for being here. I'll be back tomorrow with another word. I don't know where we're going. I just wake up and figure it out. You guys have a fantastic day. I love you, and I will see you soon.